The 1920s and 1930s in America were a time when crime reached a new level. It was the era of Prohibition, the Great Depression, and the rise of organized crime. Today, we will tell you about the most famous gangsters of that time, whose names still capture the imagination. Let's start with Al Capone, the king of the Chicago Mafia. He controlled illegal alcohol trade, gambling houses, and prostitution. His name became a symbol of power and brutality. Capone was a master manipulator, but in the end, it wasn't murder that brought him down, but tax evasion. Bugs Moran, Capone's main rival, led the North Side Gang. Their feud peaked during the St. Valentine's Day Massacre in 1929, when Capone's men killed several members of Moran's gang. Moran himself narrowly escaped death, but his influence significantly weakened after that. John Dillinger, the legendary bank robber who became a folk hero to many Americans, his daring prison escapes and bank heists made him one of the most wanted criminals. However, his career ended in 1934 when he was shot dead by FBI agents. We cannot forget Bonnie Parker and Clyde, the couple who became a symbol of romanticized banditry. They robbed banks and killed, but their love story and daring escapes from justice still inspire books and movies. Lucky Luciano, one of the founders of modern organized crime, he created the Commission, which regulated relations between crime families. Luciano was not only ruthless, but also a smart strategist who managed to legalize some of his income. Meyer Lansky, known as the Mafia's accountant, was a financial genius of organized crime. He helped launder money and build empires that stretched from the United States to Cuba. Frank Costello, known as the Prime Minister of the Mafia, was a master of political manipulation. He established connections with politicians and the police, which allowed him to avoid prison for a long time. Machine Gun Kelly, a gangster whose nickname became a symbol of the era. He was known for his love of automatic weapons and his involvement in kidnappings for ransom. Babyface Nelson, one of the most brutal criminals of his time. He was known for his aggression and involvement in shootouts with the police. His life ended in 1934 during another confrontation with the law. Vincent Mad Dog Coll, a gangster who lived by his own rules. His nickname says it all. He was ruthless and unpredictable. However, his career was short-lived. He was killed at the age of 23. And finally, Tony Accardo, one of the most influential bosses of the Chicago Mafia. He managed to avoid prison and lived a long life, staying in the shadows while controlling vast criminal empires. These people became legends of their time. Their lives were filled with violence, money, and power, but in the end, many of them ended their days in prison or were killed. Their stories are a reminder of how quickly fame and fortune can turn into ruin.